What's up guys, it's Gio. As you guys can tell, I just woke up and that's because I'm trying to get an alignment on the car today. So I want to be one of the first customers to get to the shop, or the first one in line, to be able to see if I can fit my car in today for an alignment. But beforehand I want to lower it because I know it needs to be lower in the front and maybe in the rear, depending how it looks with the new tires. I got the tires yesterday. I didn't have time to check, so I'm going to do that today. And I want to use this as an opportunity to do another video since I haven't done one in a while. So this is how the car looks right now, right? The front, it's almost there. I feel like I just need to, I'm probably gonna go down like 5 threads or something, because it's like maybe like half of my finger to go in. So I want to lower the fenders to where like it sits right here maybe. So I'm gonna give it a shot for that one. Hopefully it doesn't rub or anything like that. And the rear is weird because the tire is definitely tucked in like inside the fender. The only thing is I feel like it's a little bit camber because I lowered it more. It makes it look like it is not low enough. So as I'm looking at it right now, it is, you know, the fender covers some of the tire and this side. And now of course it should be the same all side around. But somehow, some way, this one looks higher. When I measure them and they're all the same, the only difference is that I cut the fenders a long time ago, like the inner fender, and this side it's not as cut as the other one, so that's probably why this one looks a little bit off. So I'm gonna lower the front is the priority. I'm gonna lower maybe the rear a little bit more and then take it from alignment. The rear is kind of already good. I just don't like that sometimes when you look from a different angle, you can see still, I guess, the gap between the fender and the tire. So I'm gonna lower it just half an inch. I know it looks probably more than more, but it's like literally half an inch. I'm gonna lower it half an inch and then call it a day. Hopefully that's not too much. Hopefully it's good enough for the tires to sit in a little bit more, but not too much to really will rub again. But I think half an inch is good. I know this is kind of like a weird setup to have for the front, but what I do, I use one ram to drive this tire on, then I utilize the jack to lift it from one of the sides, and I put a jack stand on it. Cause I used to use the ramps before, so I will use a ram to raise it to, like, you know, put the car a little bit higher. Then I will use the jack to meet it from the middle and raise it up. But right now the car is too low that I had to do it individually on every side. So already got the top, this part loose, right? So I'm gonna go by threads. I usually go by measurements, but right now I was doing the math, and maybe if I do like 5 threads, or maybe I'm gonna do, so, this is fucking stupid, but I measure with my key. So right now the gap that is between my tire and my fender is the exact same gap as my key. Well, one of them, that side, the gap is a little bit, just like maybe like a millimeter bigger. But I'm gonna do about my key worth of threads down to lower the car. So right now I'll probably do this. It's about tight right there. Still, I think it might be a lot actually, but we shall see. Let me see how much is my key. I'm gonna measure real quick. So my key came out to be a little bit over 1/4 of an inch, which ended up being like 4 threads. I was planning to lower it 5 threads, but now that I look at it, it's kind of a big difference. I'm gonna do like 4 threads, and the other side I might do 5 threads, because again the other side was a little bit higher than this side. I just got done with the car. I'm gonna go get some breakfast real quick, get some gas. I'll show you guys at the gas station how the car looks for now, and then I'll take it to get away. Stopping to get some breakfast. I'm like, lately I've been addicted to their breakfast menu. Let me see if I can find the one that I'm talking about. That one, the first one right there. I don't know what's going on with my camera. It's supposed to make it, but that one right there, that one. I'm addicted to it, and I love their caramel latte. It's just something else. Japan, like in the States, I do not eat McDonald's at all. I just don't like it. I can't eat it. I tried eating it a couple times, didn't like it at all. But out here it's completely different. Japan McDonald's is like completely different and so worth it. Just got done getting gas, but I wanted to show you guys how the car looks. I feel like it looks a little bit lower than before. It definitely is in the front. The front is definitely kind of what I wanted it to be. So it's after the alignment. I had to remove, it was a total 15mm space from the rear. Now it's a 10, so the tire took 10 a little bit more. And the front, we went from, I replaced the 5mm that I had for the 3mm to clear a little bit more. So right now there's a little bit more, like 2mm more clearance. Well, this is how I like the end product right now. This is the shop that I come to get my alignments all the time. They're always available some house away from me, and then they're really cheap compared to the other ones. But that's how the car looks. Since I had the old wheels all set up with the 18s, I always been my goal to lower the car as much as I can, be as kind of where it's sitting at right now, where the tires, there is no like a gap in between my tires and my fenders. Same thing with this one. I don't like the rear mostly because it's really tucked in. I'm gonna get, of course, adjustable arms, and to be able to adjust the camber more, because right now the camber, they're still pretty camber, not as much, but they are. So you know, I just want to see like really nice and flush. I don't want it to be a gap between the fender and the tire. I want it to be close, just like the front is. But I've been meaning to lower this car, or like be in this setup for the longest time, and it was always issues. Either the car rub, the tires rub. Last time my rear tires were in shred. Right now the front one's rough a little bit, but I feel like it's gonna eventually fit in better or something, or I'll break my fenders, whichever comes first. But I will always want it to be sitting. It's not sitting as low as I would love it to be, or I would like it to be, but at least I don't have a big gap between my tire and my fender. Because back then my friend used to pick on me a lot for the big gap that I was always trying to close, but I couldn't, because the opposite of the other tires, I think it was plus 10. So the tire will come out probably as much as my finger does from the fender. So no matter how low I want it to go, the tire will always be like, the fender will be sitting right on the tire. And of course that doesn't work at all. Now this tire is actually like, at least they tucked in right behind the fender. They barely clear it. So this is kind of my angle that I always wanted to be. Maybe lower, but I mean tire wise with fender, that's what I wanted to be. Francisco, my friend Francisco, has always been like giving me tips on how to do the car better, how to make it lower. Always telling me, dude, go low, make it lower, blah blah blah. And I've been trying, you know, I'm trying, because I was like, dude, trust me, and I'm trying, but I can't. But finally, to at least somewhere where I'm happy with it, you know. The wheels, actually, my friend Francisco got them for me. He was like, dude, you need to start running reps. Let me sell you my wheels. So him and his wife Esme sold me the wheels that they had in their Chaser before, and the best decision of my life. They look amazing on my car. So Esme, you guys are seeing this. Hopefully you guys are proud, because I'm getting there slowly, but finally this is like, I'm getting where I want my car to be, little by little. So this is it for today. That's pretty much all that I have planned for today for this car. I'm gonna go wash it, of course, because it really needs to be clean. But other than that, see you guys in a different video.